All right, this is PreMarket Prep at the close. I'm Spencer Israel. He's Joel Elconin. Joel, I know we've both had some various degrees of technology-related frustrations today, but let's put that aside here and talk about the market. Mostly green. How are we doing today?
Doing well, Spencer. Really been a choppy session. Actually, I'm probably glad that I've been dealing with my computers. This market has been a absolute chop fest. Went up and tried to make a new high at that pre-market high, which was 88. We talked about the 50% retracement there. Had a big sell off, went down to 55.75, and then we came. This is like the accordion chart. Look at this thing, up and down and up and down and up and down. And that last attempt there at 33.75 is giving away again now. So we're still green on the session, but with the way this thing's been trading in the last half hour, last 20 minutes, been very squirrely. I don't know where the heck we're going to end up today. Crude is having a bad day. Down $1.58 at 38.64. That just caught a cold at the $40 level again, and traded under 38, but back up at 38.64. Gold clears 1900, up 1590 at 1911.40. Silver in the green by 2% here at up 45 cents at 23.95. And Bitcoin couldn't hold 11,000. The futures got to 11,060, and now we're down $175 at 10,595.
And I said mostly green because it feels like even though we've got a decent amount of green and red on the screen, it feels like everything that matters is green, right? Technology, consumer communication services, consumer discretionary, that's all in the green. Financials are flat. Energy, obviously, in the red, but we really don't pay attention to energy or industrials or anything like that. So it feels like
It's been a weird week now. I mean, if you look at let's go back to the S&Ps here. If you look at the range for the week, I was out on Monday, and you started the week out under 3,200, and you couldn't get up to 3,300. Just a choppy week, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. But just, you see the two dips and the rallies here, 3,200, 3,300. So there's your bogeys. We'll probably end up the week right in the middle at 3,350.
weirdly enough, I don't know if you looked at retail today, Joel, but the XRT is leading the way. Under Armour is the best performing stock in the S&P today. I'm guessing this is follow through from Bed Bath and Beyond this morning, but I mean, retail is having a great day.
It's just, renting money, right? I was dead wrong on that triple BY. It looked at thought that 18 might hold, or not. Then I put up Best Buy here. Thought that 18 might hold. It got through there actually even before the show was over. Got to 1884. They're just, I mean, I think the only way I could put this is they're just moving money around. They're just reading these stocks. I mean, they don't want to own them for any substantial period of time. They're just trading the trend, trading what's hot. Few days they buy it, they pump it up for probably short interest in this one, and then they dump it. So, do I think there's any meaningful turn in the trends here in some of these stocks? No, I just think they're being read. Look at that, triple BY got over $20 and now back under 19. So, I don't know. I don't know how much fundamentals have changed in these issues, but just moving money around.
All right. I know you told me privately yesterday that you didn't want to talk Rocket anymore, but that was before Rocket went up 13% in one day because they announced a partnership with Realtor.com.
I'll talk about it now because I'm not short anymore. Didn't pull the trigger on the long. Was really thinking I was going to get that at the IPO price and or under. The old Eric Kroll undercut in rally trick, and
Yeah.
it didn't happen. But just got pressed. What do you have? 3, 4. Actually, if I was like a perma bull, I would have been all over this thing because what did it do? Did it make 3 lows in the same area? Let's see here. Yeah, 1990, 1984, and 1990. Three low. I mean, you identify some, low risk. I thought the volume was out of it, and lo and behold, poof, right as I said that, 6.7 million traded yesterday, almost 20. We'll have 24 million on the books today. So I'll look for some follow through in this one, but just goes to show you, news and catalysts. And that's what we do for you here on the pre-market prep show. Obviously that catalyst was out. What time did that news come out?
10:30, I want to say.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, look at your
40
chart there.
and 40. Yeah. I don't know.
Let's see here. Yeah, 10:30. The low was 1994. It hit 2144. And then, all the momos. Oh, what's moving? What's moving on volume? Buy, 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 buy.
Yeah.
And there you got. So good move. And I expect some follow through in that one tomorrow.
You want the definition of a trade that is in favor or out of favor at either at all times, strongly in favor or strongly out of favor. TAN. Pull up the solar ETF. Spinner just brought this up in the Benzinga.com chat. But this ETF moves. It was, I think, the best performing ETF of the year in 2019, and you see it on the chart. It went from like 40s, mid 40s to like low 20s. But look at the last few days in TAN. This thing is the definition of like if there's such a thing as like a momentum ETF, it's
Why not?
It's TAN. I mean, TAN moves on the upside and the downside. This thing is wild.
And boy, you could use all the puns you want on this one. Shorts are getting burnt or smoked or fried or whatever. That's a move. And look at it, gapped up every day too. So this is on the daily chart. So you come in, it has this. Oh, I'm going to come in short. Oh, gap up. Oh wow, what am I going to do? I'll stay short. Oh, gap up. What am I going to do? So there's a lot of error. When that one turns, it's going to turn.
But, it turned hard. It turned hard.
Yeah, look at that. You had this. You had a run down here from 58 to 50, and now, man, you've doubled that move on the upside. I guess that just goes, the whole electric solar kind of thing. I guess it's is what it's saying. A nice move there. I don't know what to tell you folks on this one. If you're long, you got yourself in it. If you have a target, take it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up day in a row with gaps. So
yeah,
wow.
Top holdings here: Solar Edge, SCDG, Enphase, ENPH, Sunrun, and First Solar. Those are your and Vivint, VSLR. Those are your top holdings.
Yeah, but you don't even have to look to see what they're doing.
No, you don't. You know what they're doing. All right. What else was on my list? I wanted to talk about the financials today. I meant to bring it up this morning. The news was out yesterday that the Fed has extended the limitations or whatever you want to call them on buybacks and dividends from the banks specifically through the end of the year. Remember, the Fed had come out and said through the end of Q3, you're not allowed to raise your dividend up to a certain percentage or your buyback, and they've now extended that to the end of the year. We need to talk about the banks this morning.
What's there to talk about?
With regards to that headline, but I wanted to because I feel like I've seen a number of buybacks in the past week, not related to the banks at all, like retail buybacks. But you're not going to see that in the banks. Was my point.
Yeah, I mean, this is just it's just not tech. It's not tech. It's not a stay at home. In fact, Spencer, you're around this area. I mean, these Bank America branches are like dropping like flies around here. I mean, they have to change their business model. They own all this real estate. People aren't going into banks. Interest rates are not going up anytime soon. What's the positive catalyst here for banks? I mean, if you could, banking going digital. I mean, what do you need a banker for? I mean, and also if you look at it for the investment banks with these IPOs, going the SPAC and direct listing way.
That's not helping for sure.
That's not, it's just, online banking. I mean, it's just taking over, and they got to get, I'd say in my area, I would say I have seen at least a dozen banks within 5 square miles of me. Boom, shutter. And it doesn't matter who it is. I mean, all the big banks. So they got real estate that they got to get rid of. Interest rates are working against them. I don't know. I'm looking at the XLF here. They got pounded on that Deutsche Bank news, right? And went down and rallied back up. XLF.
It wasn't just Deutsche Bank. Let's be clear. It was every bank.
Okay. Every bank launders money for criminals. Okay. Another reason to own the banks.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have one in particular you want me to take a look at?
No, not really. I just kind of wanted to mention that because that seemed like a notable headline to me. And this is the beauty of Benzinga Pro, because I just said that it seemed like to me there's been a number of buybacks recently, but I couldn't name any. So I just searched for the word buyback in Benzinga Pro. You had ConocoPhillips yesterday.
Do you want to show that, Spencer?
Sure. Yeah. You had Lowe's last week. Let me pull it up here. I will make
you use the share screen, Spencer, and then you pick the screen that you want to show.
I'm doing it. Give me a second to get my stuff together. All right. Here we go. I'll show
Spencer. If you guys don't know, Spencer is a little shaken up from the fire drill this morning. He still hasn't recovered from that.
Yeah. So this is, I hope I made the font big enough there, but I'm just in the news feed and I just sort of searched for the word buyback. You see COP from yesterday, Lowe's, like I said, actually that was on Tuesday. And so if I can say anecdotally that it just seems like there's more buybacks, well, I can go ahead and look it up and see whether I'm right or wrong. And Lockheed Martin, I see. So that's one thing. Super easy. Dollar Tree from the other week. Yeah, so just
they got nothing better to do with their money.
Lululemon is doing their buyback. So yeah, the answer to that is no. And just a really easy way to get a feel for, okay, are buybacks coming back or what? Just a super easy keyword search there. So that's my favorite part of
all right.
is just that keyword search feature. All right, let's go to the chat. Ivy on the Coast is asking about NVIDIA. Is there going to be a follow through for tomorrow? Good question, Ivy on the Coast.
Ivy, okay. Follow through. I don't know. I'll go with the market. If the market gets hot, I think you can go. I first red candle that you've had in 6 days. So I don't think that's a good indication for tomorrow. I think it's due. It had 3 or 4 red candles in a row, even though it rallied. A red candle here. It looks like it's having a small red candle today. I would just, if you want follow through, then you want to see it go through 550.51. You really don't have another high in that area. This high is a little bit higher, 555.38. So just being such a tight range day, 12 points, tight range. I would just say, yeah, if it holds at 538.43, that's low and so far in today's session. I'd say good to go to the upside. I just wouldn't want to see it lose 538 because you can see where the next daily lows are. A lot of people are getting their money back from this 3-day slaughter. So they're selling, and I don't think you have any real aggressive buyers here yet to take it up to 555 and change.
All right. Dion is asking about a ticker that I'm trying to look up because never heard of it before. VLDR. Is this a SPAC? I have no idea. No, it's not. Clearly, maybe it is actually. Actually, it looks like it's a SPAC, but I don't know anything about this.
What is it?
VLDR is the ticker. I don't know anything about this.
Well, I hope you're short and you've been staying short and looking to see what happens here. New low for the move. This is not, let's see, how does this thing trade as far as volume goes? Man, this thing moves. Yeah. The volume is increasing on the downside. That tells me that people are yakking this thing out. You made a new low of the move yesterday by 5 points. You made a new low of the move today by 2 points. So if you're thinking you found a bottom here, then you can lean on that 1611 low. Another probable strategy would be maybe tomorrow you get an undercut of that 1611 and then you come back up through it. Let's say it goes to 1575 and then comes back up intraday. But I don't know. I don't know what the news was on this thing 2 days
Dion
ago.
saying that they just they completed a merger yesterday, and they provide laser sensors for cars and robots. So I've never heard of this company before, or this stock.
Yeah, it's still going down, Dion. So if you want to try, I look. Where do you have support here? I mean, there's some lows at $16. 16, actually 3 days in a row, August 10th, 11th, and 12th. So there's support, 16 right on the kisser, another low at 15.58. You did get an 83-cent bounce off that low. You only got to 16.11. So I'm not as bearish as I wasn't before, but really $16. 3 days in a row, there was a low. 16.11 today. You may have found a bottom, but I wouldn't buy it. I mean, I'm not looking to buy it here after at least
okay.
maybe a day or two of consolidation.
That's why I love the chat. Chat knows more than I. Spinner saying this used to be Graph, GRAF. Okay, that one.
I have
okay.
no idea.
Moving on from that.
Spinner's still around. I haven't heard from Spinner in that forever.
Spinner is around all the time. He's on the Benzinga.com chat.
I can't keep track of all the chats.
Yeah. What about Datadog? I feel like we discussed this one the other day.
Datadog.
DDOG.
Okay, good day. Not a great day. Probably didn't get the file through that the Momo guys wanted. Inside day. So let's see how that plays out tomorrow. I don't know. Just big old move yesterday. The fact that you didn't get the file through today makes me think you might see a little bit of profit taking. If I was long this thing and I wanted to lock in some profits, I would look at the low for today, 98.63. And, maybe, throw a stop a little bit below that. So if it comes down and whooshes, but just taking a breather after that huge day yesterday, posting a new all-time closing high, which is important, 102.16 and 103.59. So new all-time closing high. Keep an eye on that.
What else from the chat? 3:58. I lost track of time. We are almost at the close here, Joel. How are we heading into the close?
Good. Nice little pop here heading into the close. Gonna be up 16 handles. Good day, posting the high close for the week. Couldn't push. We got our major resistance coming tomorrow. We got a great level to keep an eye on. 84 and change was your high from yesterday. 88 today, that was a pre-market high, 87 and a quarter. And you guys know the way I love my 50% retracements. That's the 50% retracement. Let me big it up here of the whole move. So get through that, make a little push towards 3,400. But overall, pretty tight range this week, less than 100 points. We'll see if that changes tomorrow.
All right, let's see. Oh, we appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much, Dion. L Brands.
Dion must be loaded, man. He gave us $10.
Oh my gosh, L Brands. Look at just like the whole retail trade. Look at this thing.
And Mike Brown, he keeps asking me about that, and it's in one of my long-term portfolios. I really don't think about it that much. I know when Dennis wanted to go into my account and sell it for me personally, that was right around here, 26, 27. So I'll let it ride. I mean, it has a long way to go to get to $100. If you want to get super bullish on this, which I'm not, I mean, this once was $100 stock, right? High was 101.11. Man, we got the single digits, right? Do we get the single digits? Yeah, got the $8. I mean, this could do a retracement, 45 or 50 and still, be considered in a bear market. So, nice bounce. Not really, Mike. Not even thinking about it, Mike. If you got a target and they hit your target, then go ahead. I don't have a target.
Rohan, what is L Brands? Limited Brands. They are still the owners of Victoria's Secret, right? Though they don't want to be, but I think they still own that brand. Retail.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I stuck with this one is because I didn't think that women stopped wearing underwear and lingerie. So that was the only reason that that I stuck with this one.
All right. I saw someone. Yeah, Bull God mentioned Chewy. I saw Chewy today too. Chewy's wild. Yeah.
We
Good day.
just got some dog food delivered in
Good
Chewy.
good day for Chewy. Don't look now. Don't look now on Chewy, but it's coming back.
Where's
All right.
where's that now? Just let me CH.
Oh, it's knocking on the door. 60. Don't look now. It'll be there
Deal.
tomorrow.
Is that all time high?
No, no, no.
Uh, quick technical in Chewy. Oh, it's on the rebound.
Yeah, as I said, don't look now. Oh well, maybe do look.
Yeah, figure your 50% retracement on that one. Maybe you'll get it. Got hit hard after earnings, I think.
Right. Yep, that was it. All right, that'll be a wrap for Joel and I here today, and the rest of us. So you can catch a replay of this on our YouTube channel. Catch our morning show on there or on every major podcast platform. We appreciate all the likes, all the super chats. Thank you very much. The Benzinga Cannabis Hours happening right now as well.
Oh, we got to get off.
We got to get off. Please remember all the information from our show is meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. Everyone have a good rest of your day.